Wow. Therapy session today was on point. Grand. Great. Get it up. I just learned that, confirmed that, when all of these dang on mental health gurus and pastors and motivational speakers are talking about you need to own where you stand, what you believe in, you got to know those things and all of that. Those things are so real. And I have been practicing it, but only out of a emotional necessity, because I just so desperately needed to cling to taking care of myself. And back in July 2023, I told myself, I made a promise to myself that no matter what my husband does, no matter what my son does, no matter what my family does, I am committed to focusing on what brings me joy. Anything that takes away from me and makes me feel negative or make me feel sad or any of those things, I don't want nothing to do with them for the month of July. I just told myself the month of July, that was it. During July, I have felt the most peace that I have felt in so long. Over a year, me and my husband had some things going on that was like a challenge, a bigger challenge that I've ever been, any other challenge that I've ever experienced emotionally in life. Okay, marriage will shape and mold you, honey. But if it works out good, it's also something that is gonna help you, the good times and the bad times. And just this therapy session has just really helped me to realize that, has really confirmed that these people are not just saying you need to own who you are, you need to have self-confidence, you need to be a whole person before you get into a relationship. They ain't saying it just because it is the best for you, because it is, but that's the healthiest way to be in any relationship. Whether you in a relationship with somebody in a business, whether you in a relationship with a husband, a sister, brother, whatever, it's the healthiest way for that relationship to thrive and for you to survive emotionally within that relationship. And it's something about when even just one person in the relationship starts taking care of themselves, it's either gonna bring the other person closer, because they gonna say, dang man, that person is getting so healthy and I'm the one causing all the drama now. Or it's gonna make them be like, ooh, let me get away from her because she is not with the shits and giggles no more, or him, whatever. But it was a good therapy session today, and I like to come on here and make my little videos so I can go back and see what I was thinking about, and if it benefits somebody else, then great. But ooh, my elbow seatbelt hit my funny bone. But anyways, I was expressing to my therapist about how me truly establishing boundaries and saying to people around me, like, ooh, I love you, but that's not gonna work for me. I won't do that because that doesn't work for me in this way. Like, already having my boundaries and set for myself, so that when people dangle carrots or opportunities or choices or boundaries for me in front of me, I won't bend my will to theirs to make them happy. I will stay focused on, that's kind of outside of my happiness boundary. I can't do that. I won't. She told me I got to stop using the word can't. I can't keep saying can't, because there's something about the word can't that is expressing weakness, a crack for people to jump into. So I'm still working on that. So I still be telling people, I can't do that. But I'm changing that phrase to, I won't be able to do that. So that they know, like, it's more, won't is more definite than can't. Can't means, oh, maybe I can, she can do it, she just don't know. Can't is, what my notes at? Because let me tell you, I'll be taking notes in this therapy session. Can't is more of a weaker word than won't. Won't means, ooh, there's no room to wiggle. Can't means, I could, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I got to look that up some more. But she also expressed to me that my respect, I am getting more respect from the people around me that I work with, that I live with, that I interact with on a regular basis, because I am respecting myself, and I'm not being needy, and neediness pushes people away. Okay, I need you to love me. I need you to like me, in order for me to have my joy or my confidence or my peace. But when you own, like, I'm going to have joy, confidence, and peace with or without you. So it's either you get with the program or the program goes on without you. It makes people to show up a certain type of way. It makes them say, oh, she is really feeling herself, oh, arrogant heifer, and go on about their life. And then in that case, you're still okay with your joy, peace, and confidence. Or it makes them say, you know what? I do want her in my life. Let me get myself together so that I can fit in there for her. Because let me tell you, God has been good in my marriage. And even in relationships, by me setting healthy boundaries for myself so that I'm not up having anxiety at night, worried about what I said to such and such or how such and such did me. Like, I'm still loving my loved ones truly from a distance and being like, hey, I'm praying for you. I ain't mad at you. That was sweat off my back. Yes, we had a little disagreement, but I'm not living in that moment for weeks and weeks and months and years no more. I'm 40. I'm 40, shouty. You know what I'm saying? I am owning my own moral standards and what I stand for and what I deserve, because I know my worth. So when other people tap dance on my worth and trying to get me back to change, I'm clearly and boldly able to say, no, I'm worth more than that. So I'm sorry you don't recognize it. But I'm going to have to give you that change back. Matter of fact, you can keep it. And I'm going to just go pick up where I left off at, because I got more where that came from. You know, to speak in a metaphor, like, I'm living in a way to where I don't have to impress anyone. I don't have to be needy and need someone. I don't have to be agreeable with all the different 10 or 12 personalities that I have to deal with on a regular basis. And it's okay. And I'm finding that instead of me trying to, let me help this person, let me do this for this person, let me do that for this person, let me da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? Instead of me doing all of those things, I am okay with if someone is upset with me because I did something that I had to do for leadership, something that I had to do for a boundary for me to keep my mental health. Like, I'm okay if other people are upset, because I don't need everybody to like me. It's quite all right, you know. I don't know why I was there before, but look, I lost some confidence for a minute, you know. And I also learned the 4 different types of anger. One being straight aggressive anger. One being there was one, I forget. And then there was a blend of passive aggressive and aggressive. And then there was just passive aggressive, which is somebody that I know that I'm learning about. And then there is assertive, and I'm learning that assertive is what you want to be, which I think I'm assertive. Like, when something upsets me, I come and I say, you know what? I don't like that. That's outside of my boundaries. I don't agree with it because it makes me feel like this way. And in order for me to continue operating, I'm going to have to do stuff like this. Blase, blase. What I'm growing from is being a combination of assertive, but I'll start off with passive aggressive first until I'm pushed into a corner. But what I want for myself is to be assertive. I want to be because anger is normal. All of us have one of the 4 types, but depending on how we was brought up, is how we deal with people in the world and in our families. And what I do not want is, what I don't want is that I'm passive aggressive with people and playing petty games and doing little small stuff to let them know that they're not welcome, instead of saying, you know what, I don't want you in my space. I need you to go home. You know, I don't want to be the type of person that, just does little small things with you, starts a conversation just to, really pick with you instead of like genuinely have the conversation. And passive aggressive is what I learned is this is the type of person that will say something, for example, that is a nice nose ring you got. Oh, how cute, a mushroom. To everybody else around that person, they're like, oh my goodness, that's so nice, she's giving her a compliment. But to you, it's like, oh, so she rolling her eyes or she being funky, I know what this is, right? I don't want to be that type of passive aggressive person, and I don't want those type of passive aggressive people around me to where I clearly know what you're doing and you clearly know what you're doing, but when I say something, it's got me looking like I'm being too much of a softie and sensitive in front of people because you really didn't do anything. Passive aggressive people leave enough room to where it could be misunderstood and it could not be misunderstood. I got some people like that in my life that I am learning to love from a distance. Hey, how you doing? I love you. I hope you doing well. I'm praying for you. No, I won't be coming over. For what? For you to invite me over to make me look like a fool in front of people? Anyways, this has been my therapy session this August the 23rd, 2023. God has been so good to me. And I'm really grateful for this therapist. And I'm really grateful for me to have a mind to go and get my mind right. Because the big mountain that I had to climb these past couple of years was what triggered me to start going to see a therapist. And now that that is kind of healing, subsiding, doing its own thing, I'm in an opportunity now to where I can keep going and I'm able to utilize my therapist for other stuff. Things that are going on in my life with other people and having conflict. And she is pinpointing and showing me, okay, you see this? This is similar to this. And you responding this way because you're used to doing it like this. But if you want to be healthy, you want to be whole, you want to be content with being right or incorrect, you want to be over here. But if you want to be petty, you want to stoop down to their level, you want to be upset all the time, experiencing anxiety, then for you, this is what you want to do over here. I want to be over here. So I'm establishing boundaries in my life. And right now I'm at the point where I'm having a hard time keeping them because I want to go back to people pleasing, but I won't.